Alright, so here is the 1282/682. Got it all stripped down now because I had been working on it. I got it kind of how it sits. I mean, it was all together. I mean, everything's here. Fenders, you got the hood, both side panels, the seat pans are here. Tonneau covers laying in there because I was sitting in there pulling the wiring out. I think I had to work on the rear end. So when I got it, again, didn't have drive shaft, motor, nothing in it. I was thinking, again, this was a 1282. So I had the K301, I believe. It's 12 horse. Somebody's repainted it. Looks like crap. They just spray bombed it. I don't even think they primered it. They did change the front spindles from the 1 inch to the 3/4. So that'll help. Been fighting the tires all morning. This one had a pretty bad leak in it. As soon as you get it up, it immediately comes right back out. Threw an entire can of Fix-A-Flat in it. I know I'm probably going to hear about that, but it fixed it. Still holding there. It's been holding there all day, so I really don't care if it screws the tire up or the rim up, or I really don't plan on really using these tires anyways. It's more just so I can drive it around and move it once I got it fixed. The rear end. So I think they pulled the engine out of this, and I really hope they didn't burn the pump up, because obviously, you know, looking it over, checking it, they did a fluid and filter swap, because that is a CarQuest. I'll get focus. It's 85410, which is actually the correct filter, so that's good. But pulled the dipstick tube and there wasn't anything on it. My theory is they were using it and the hydro quit pulling. They probably figured they screwed the pump up, or they actually really did screw the pump up, and so they probably pulled the engine out of it, or pulled the engine out of it and used it for something else. I don't know. There's no motor deck hanger. There was nothing. It was just as it was. Pulled the back plate off, and I mean, there was fluid in it. I guarantee you it was not enough for this thing to work properly. Probably whined pretty bad. Probably didn't have very much power pulling. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to check it. Like I said, I really hope they didn't burn the pump up. I didn't even bother changing the filter because, again, if it's burn up, I don't want to waste a good filter. I'll see if it even moves. I did put new fluid back in it. So when they resealed this back cover, and I have pictures of it, I don't have video of it. For some reason, they used white bathtub caulking to put this plate back on. And when they did it, and I'll show you right where they did it, this indent line through here, that's where they put the caulking. Well, that's not where it seals. It seals around the outer side, and so it was leaking out the bottom. A little suspicious of that guy right there. Started taking it out, noticed it had black RTV on it, which I've done that a time or two. Either it was leaking, or at the time I thought, well, maybe, you know, they had stripped it. Well, I mean, it came out and it threaded back in. I'm guessing they didn't have a bolt long enough. So I said, well, I'm just going to ignore that, and chased it on back in, tightened it up, went to check the other ones, and shocker, that one was loose. One on the front was loose. These two were loose. One on the front was loose. So all 6 bolts holding the rear end were loose. And I got further inspection. That one had silicone on it as well. The The one in the front has silicone on it. I'm guessing these bolts kept coming loose, and instead of putting Loctite on it, because I've done it. If you want to be able to take them back out, go to RTV, throw them in, they're fine. So that's that. Gas tank, I go work on the gas tank. It apparently leaked, and they epoxied the shutoff valve in a fixed position. I got another shutoff valve coming. I don't know why they just didn't buy another one. They're cheap and expensive. But on to that tire had a bad valve stem, replaced it, and now I can't get the air back up. So I don't know if I screwed the valve stem up when I put it back in, or it just needs air tanked to reseat, because it's just leaking around the bead. So I don't know. I had another set of tires off of something else. I just threw them on there. But yeah, here's a real issue. This wiring is junk. There was so many burnt wires, and there's one that is just melted. That's not the only one. There's more. There's ones somewhere in here. I don't know if it's that one. It's probably not in that one. Mouse, little mices chewing on them. So I'm just going to completely rewire the whole thing, because I hate these stupid boxes, and then I hate how all the power from the ignition to the PTO goes through the PTO switch. And once the PTO switch goes bad, guess what? Nothing works. So I'm just going to get rid of all that. I'm just going to rewire it. It kind of sucks, because I asked the guy when I went to buy it, I said, "Is the wiring harness still in it?" He said, "Yep, sure is." I said, "Okay, cool. I should just be able to throw that KT in here, hook everything up, and it should work." Nope. So I'm going to play chase the terminals on the ignition, play chase the PTO terminals, which I might just get one that is just a 2-prong, power in, power out, be done with it. No idea if this is even good or not. Guess we'll find out. Unless they kept the voltmeter. The hour gauge says it has 1,145 hours. Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't need it anyways. I don't need to care how many hours are on it. I'll probably just use it to fill the hole in the dash. And speaking of dash, didn't know it, but the whole top, about that much of the dash is broken off. So I get to go buy and order another one of those. So yeah, this thing is costing me a lot more money than I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I've got a KT I can put in it, or if I can find a place to fix the Mag 20 I have, because the exhaust bolts are stuck in it. I'm going to have to take it to a place and see if they'll weld something to them and get them out. But I might throw that in here, because I don't have a PTO for it, because the PTO end is like an 1.5 inches. And so trying to find a PTO, it's not going to be worth it. I mean, I've only got one motor deck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah. That's probably it for this thing for today. Probably won't mess with it anymore. I'm waiting on parts. I've got a drive shaft coming. I've got a motor plate coming. And then we'll go from there. I do need a throttle cable and a choke cable, because the choke cable is stuck. It's going to be too short anyways. And the throttle cable is too short anyways. So, I don't know. Get the engine in it, get everything put in it, get it wired. I can start it and idle it around once I get everything in it without it. So, but I think that'll be about it. Little update on the 63. Do have a different carb coming. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I got a Carter 30 in there. Really wasn't wanting to use it on this, but if I have to, just get it up and running so I can use it. Not that I really need it. But, so I got that carb coming. I got a new shutoff peacock for the gas tank coming. Got a drive shaft, which I was lucky enough to find one that had all the rag joints, the fan, it's all still complete. So I should just be able to drop it in here. It's out of a 682. Got the different engine adapter for the drive shaft. It's already here. Like I said, just waiting on the engine plate. Have to try to find a dash for it. But I can use it as is right now. Like I said, again, just to get it, to see it, even if that rear end's even any good. If that rear end's not any good, I don't know. Figure something out for it. But that's it for this one for today. I get everything here, I start working on stuff, obviously make another video. Thanks for watching. Go check out my other videos. You got the 1541 and then the 1863. The engine assembly for that one and putting it all back together is on there. That one was pretty much full. I had it done before I started making videos. Yeah, go watch the other ones and keep following. Thanks for watching.